Okay, so on this one we're going to be running it for the AR Bank 45 degree. Okay, you just do 45 or you run the 45 degree. Now, the nature of the word bank is to say rock at the foundry, in the crucible. Essentially, you earn this title, you do not earn this title based on some numbers on physics of the cut limit on certain index because it's always a contract. And the reason that it's important for inflation, where you think about anything as inflation, the first note is inside of here. The term person to banker is a level of inflation on maxing out certain things that correlate to a bubble index. Foam theory, universe off of it on a plane or a sheet, kind of fancy stuff you have to do with math. That does a code bit between A and G on the letters that's still 1/2 against suns and black holes, magnetars. When you get that full index to just be in hydrogen or form or detail vector points that correlate to physics in the same way, so the result you're looking for, a farther index of this step is this, but moving in a direction that doesn't do the Hubble's 45 on this here. When we drop in a note with Hubble Deep Field into it and come up from like a month ago. This is a pretty good presentation, and it's a relative node that you want to start taking in perspective inside here. Again, time doesn't necessarily work in the function of you could look back and see the first Milky Way galaxy. That might be one of the options on the index. However, more than likely, there's multiple of them, Andromeda and other collisions of black holes, say. Other functions are probably relative at the neutrino, macro, micro, monopole talking about indexes of codes in the mono or poly cipher systems, which is A and B for every system, turning into electricity, electromagnetism, some level of the form that expands away from a timeline, XY on approximations that could be either locked or have adjustments on the range of options in the Betton field on 50% on that, because that's the rule of the market. Put half of it in now to the defense stock, and just because it's a defensive play against those, I think it was some numbers there he was running in the defensive stock number on the far corner. I'd put half it in now and then wait for the other one. If it starts to look good in there, third option is a half. Put more in. Don't put more in. Half the amp limit on that number 2 until you're double secure. So we only take out half as much comparatively coming in early on an index with a 4-dimensional object and a 5th-dimensional town, which still has, there was probably minor approximation baryonic harmonics that led to dark matter and dark energy functions to stabilizing the way that Milky Way spun or had some system inside of that form for what AR Bank is, an expansion. In the way, the AR, we were running the 45s and the click for the patent design, pump it down the pipes, but it'll be squares, not going to be Bubbles the Clown. You're going to have mass squares and eagles and the Foresight people on it with the proper number of NASA's 11 bullets on the armory of burning down the church, the Supreme Court, and everything else, military bases, raising all kinds of hell. Catch you on the next one.